Hey guys, removing this roll cage. We've unbolted the front flanges. I do have pin bars through there to make sure it doesn't fall into the windshield. Getting ready to cut this last bar. She is in a bind, buddy. It sprung probably 1.5 inches on each side when I let it go. So anyway, this is it, guys. This is the last cut, and the front half is free. So let's see if we can do this with minimal grinding needed. Alright, we're through. That's it, guys. That wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. Alright, guys. If you can look here, it was built around the dash. It wasn't slid over it. It was actually built into it. When we redo this, it will be built outside of the rig. And inserted, hey, Koo! Hey, Koo sighting. Anyway, guys, looks like we're going to have to get the bandsaw in here and cut this right here. I think once we cut that leg off, we should be able to lift it out. Well, we'll add a little water in there. But anyway, guys, let me show you a couple of the concerns I had. We validated them. As we walk up here and look, this whole cage is built in place. There's no welds underneath on any of this. Same over here. I mean, I give him credit. He tried to get everything he could get to, but he built this all in place. You can see quite a bit of distortion in the bends. And then this joint right here, too, you can see I've been afraid that all of this was butt jointed. And so that's kind of what spurred all of this. So I'm going to come over here. This is the leg we cut off. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was hammered in to fill the gap. Because guys, there's no sleeve inside of here, so it is all butt jointed together. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this apart just for my own morbid curiosity. But anyway, like the whole project's going, there's gonna be a little bit more work than we planned. But anyway, better to do it now than find out later we should have. So, hey guys, it's Sunday evening. Fly out in the morning. So this is where we're at. I'm going to put my tube order in tomorrow. I've already ordered up 50 little rapid and taco gussets. And also, I've been looking at those Pipe Master indexing tools. I don't know if you've seen them or not. They slide over. They got the pins like the old hand imprint things. And it'll show you, help you mark your angles better. I'm going to give that a go. So anyway, guys, that's kind of what I'm playing with. But let me show you what we've come up with on this structure. So, I know that both these bars are 1.5 inches, 120 welded seam at this point. This front bar is braced in really good. And this one here, I'm going to be able to brace it in. I'll take and tie them together when I get done. I would like to just go down to the chassis and start over, but to do that I have to cut out every bit of tube and remove the tub because I can't get to the frame the way it's built. So I'm going to reuse this, and I'll explain how we're going to get around that. So, this is what I got going on, guys. If you come over here and look, we got this short run up off the frame right here, a couple inches, and then that comes up into the floorboard here, the back of the tub. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these down, fish mouth this, make it parallel. I'm going to lay a piece of 1 3/4, 120 while DOM over it. I will sleeve that 1 3/4 with an 1.5 inch, 120 DOM. Basically make a really heavy bar right here, roughly 4 inches off the frame. From that point, I'm going to come up and we're going to run up and match the angle. We're going to come up here and we'll come up 9 inches prior and we're going to lay over in the center of our hoop. We'll lay in the center of these two bars up here. At that point, I'm going to tie all of this structure together, and it'll be tied into there. I'm actually going to build it all out of the chassis or the rig and then drop it in. But once I do that, in order for that bar for these to flex, all 3 bars will have to distort at once. I don't really see that being a big issue with the material I plan to use. I will be able to put the target bar back on. We may have to modify the very top of the target bar, maybe segment it. I may just replace it with a piece of aluminum the width of the target bar just to give the target bar a top after we clearance it for the tubes that we have to run. Up here in the front, guys, I'm going to start down here on the shear plates. These are the Schrockwork full rocker guards here. They do run really nice underneath the chassis, and they have some nice 1/4-inch plates here. I'm going to build a front hoop that comes down onto these front plates. It's going to use this contour in the dash, come up, kick back, and come up to about just right at the lip of the windshield. All the way across, we'll run a spreader bar. Probably going to use 1.5" 120 on the spreader bar. Anyway, I talked about that in another video. But we'll put that across, put a V-bar down. For the top, we're going to run runners out the sides, and we'll do a V in the middle to help spread that load here on the front and bring it all back to this main chunk of structure back here. At that point, I'm going to take some 1-inch DLM, make my upper door seals. I'll use some trim on it. We're going to get that sealed in like that. From the front here, we'll run forward and catch some mounts. So that's where we're at on this roll cage. Anyway, like I said, I'm ordering all the supplies here tomorrow. And I've got a kind of roughed up, just looking for links, right? So I've got my bars. I just wanted to make sure. I'll do a different projection here. Oh. Anyway, hold on. Sorry about that. There we go. Why can I not look at this? There we go. So this is where it comes up, kicks over. You can see there's a slight taper here. This will be our windshield bar. This whole structure will drop in at once. I'll use ratchet straps and whatnot, manipulate it over the dash, let it suck back in. So when we get done here, we will have the double B pillar underneath of this, and basically have 3 layers thick in the back to make up for the welded seam. And then we will have to put our door brackets in here. But roughly, a pretty conventional look. Again, it's just roughed out on the software. I'll make it fit and get it even when I go. I normally just work in the parts section of this. But if we look at the parts, let me open up a tube assembly here. I just want to show you like what we're looking at. There we go. That's what the rear bar is going to look like. And we're going to tie across here just to box that in a little bit. But this will be our rear bar. We'll rotate this a little. There we go. And then our front bar. Let's see. Front hoop. And this will be our front hoop. This is just naked, no bracing. Just again, where do I get the biggest pieces bent first? So that's what we're working on, guys. And hopefully when we get done, we're going to have way better than we had. And like I said, I ordered a bunch of the little wrap-in taco gussets. We're going to do a lot of joints coming off to brace everything up. Should still be, compared to the semi-mog, it'll be a lot more of a minimalist cage than what I built last time. And for the weight of this rig, though, I think it's going to be plenty. So that's where we're at, guys. That's what we're working on. Hopefully when I catch up with you next weekend, we'll have a load of tubes sitting here in the shop. We'll get some bins made up. Anyway, have a great week. Thank you.